Hi, my name's Henrietta Miller and I'm here to talk to you today about something that I'm passionate about, and that is creating 21st century learners. After all, the students who are in my classroom were born in the year 2000, so they certainly are 21st century learners. And one of the ways that I like to do that in my class is by blogging. Here you can see our class blog, Year 6 RC from this year. I teach Year 6. And it is a great place for us to show off our learning, report to the community about what's going on, and display some of the class work. I also have students who are blogging, and they use their blogs as well to show people what's going on, to write about things that interest them, and to display their work. I'd like to show you how meaningful that can be by starting with this cluster map. This is a cluster map from my last year's blog, Year 5 RC. And as you can see, we had visitors from all these different countries in the world. I think it was over 85 different countries. And we had, I'm fairly certain, around about 15,000 visitors 19,000 visitors in the 2 years that Prue and I ran this blog. Now that is a real authentic audience for our students when they know that what they put on the blog is being read by real people. So back to this year. We haven't got up to 19,000 visitors yet. We've had a very busy year and we haven't done as much blogging as we'd like to. I'm really hoping to do more next year. But if you look at some of the other blogs that are going on in my school, you can see they're doing some great things too. Now this is Year 2 RC, the Year 2 blog, an infants blog. They've been making flat rosies, and these flat rosies are travelling the world, being posted out into different classes around the world. Here we have a school in Cape Town who have finally received their flat rosie. The excitement that these young infant students get from these paper dolls that essentially travelling the world is just amazing. As you can see, their flag counter shows visitors from all around the world too. Now, if I go back to my blog and move down the page, you can see, if it works, it's been very slow today, that in our blog roll on the side, we have a number of student bloggers, we have class bloggers, we also have ICT blogs. Now these blogs were created by students for a Young ICT Explorers competition that was held earlier this year. And this one here, this One Direction fan blog, actually won third prize. Creating a blog isn't actually that difficult for students, but what these students had to do with the topic of One Direction was to be absolutely positive that every image that they found and every piece of music that they took was sourced from Creative Commons free images or from places where they could post back acknowledging receipt of the photos. And this blog has only been going since April, but you can see they've had nearly 3,000 visitors, other young One Direction fans. These are 3 students in my class blogging about things that they are passionate about. And yes, they're 11 and 12 years old, and what they're passionate about right now is One Direction. Here's another blog from a person in my class. She's called Angie, and she blogs regularly just about things that are happening in her life. She also takes part in something called the 100-Word Challenge, a great student challenge to improve your writing skills. She's part of the student blogging challenge as well. Here you can see that she has the 2011 student blogging challenge button up on her badge. She should be putting up the 2012. And Angie was one of 4 students in my class who were nominated last year for the 2011 EduBlogs Award. This week she's written a post in Italian, un post italiano, because part of her family is from Italy. This blog here, Trust Tess. Now Tess is another 12-year-old student in my class. She has a large family who live all around the world. Tess uses her blog to write, to reflect, to share her learning, to post things that interest her, and she shares that around the world. Has this for a 12-year-old, 8,093 visitors, and that's in about 15 months. All around the world, as you can see from her globe, she has visitors visiting what she has to say from all around the world. Not just her family, she now reaches other people because she writes things which they're interested about. She too is taking part in the 100-word challenge. If you're interested in connecting globally with other classrooms, with sharing your learning with the wider community, with giving your students an authentic 21st century voice, with teaching them real cyber safety skills within a real context, why not try blogging? I recommend EduBlogs as your first port of call for all the help you would need.